Hi students, welcome back to Chakravarthy E Classroom. Today we are going to learn a fantastic technique from Profit and Loss chapter. It's a good technique students. I have explained that one many times on YouTube also, but it's a basic technique to understand profit and loss problems, that too a particular model. On that model, I have prepared total 4 questions. Alright, first what you need to do these questions by yourself first. Take a screenshot of this one or copy this and try to do it by yourself first, whatever the method may be. Whatever the method you know, you do the question with that method. Then after that, resume the video. First check the answer, then observe the technique what I'm giving there or what I'm going to give there, so that you can save some time in the examination, and this technique can be used for many questions in profit and loss. Of course, for that matter, even percentages also. Okay, right, let's start this one here. First, I hope you have taken all the questions. I'm going to solve it for you. Let's start with the first question. Okay, now what's the question they have given? Profit earned by selling an article for 1060 rupees is 20% more than the loss incurred by selling the same article for 950. At what price should the article be sold? Article be sold to earn 20% profit is the question. Okay, I hope you understood the question. Always remember students, in arithmetic or quantitative aptitude, first you need to make the question into 2 parts. One is information part, other one is question part. Based on the information, you need to solve the question. Okay, now here they asked the question, at what price should the article be sold to earn 20% profit? That means you need to find out the selling price. We know the technique in profit and loss chapter. To find out the selling price, in most of the cases, almost 95% of the cases, first we need cost price. Based on the cost price and the profit percentage or loss percentage or profit or loss given there, we can easily find out the selling price. But in some cases, even without finding out the cost price also, directly we can find out the selling price. But in this case, and for this question, we need to find out the cost price first. Now, you need to find out the cost price from the given information here. This is the given information up to this extent. Okay, how they have given, I just read it for you one more time. Profit earned by selling an article for 1060 rupees is 20% more than the loss incurred by selling the same article for 950. Have you understood the question, right? So one article is being sold for 950. Some loss was incurred. If he sells that one for 1060 rupees for more price, he will get the profit. What is that profit? How much is the profit? 20% more than the loss incurred in the previous case. If that is the case, what is the cost price? See students, if you know the technique, you can do this question or you can find out the cost price within a maximum of 20 seconds. I mean it. Within 20 seconds, you can find out the cost price if you know the procedure. I explain you with the procedure. Procedure in the sense the shortcut which we have developed. Now, after the shortcut, first you learn the shortcut. Try to remember that one. For all questions of this type, you can apply the same technique. Alright, then I'll show you the algebra method also. You keep that one also in your mind. That's for the examiner, right? No, this shortcut is for the examiner and algebra method is for you. Keep it in the mind. If in any case, if you forget the shortcut, of course, you will be having that, what do you call this one? That arm with you. That is the basic method with algebra. Okay, now let's start the simple shortcut here. First, according to the shortcut students, you focus on the percentage here. What is that percentage? 20%. 20%, if you convert 20% into fraction, that is 1 by 5. In this case, how can you interpret this 1 by 5? Very simple. This 20% more than the loss incurred when it was sold for some price. That means this 1 by 5 can be explained like this, can be understood like this. We can interpret like this. How? In this case, 1 by 5 means this 5 part or these 5 parts are loss. Isn't it? 20% more for some price, it is being sold. Some loss was there, but profit was 20% more than the loss. In that case, 20% means 1 by 5. In this 1 by 5, these 5 parts refer loss. On these 5 parts, they gained 1 part, that means plus 1, and profit will be 6 parts. Isn't it? This is what we have learned in the basic percentages chapter. I just repeat this one for the beginners. For some price it is been sold, there was a loss. Then if they sell it for some other price, there was a profit which was 20% more on the loss. In that case, this 20% is 1 by 5. In this 1 by 5, these 5 parts refer the loss. This is addition. If you add this one, the profit is 6 parts. I hope up to this extent it is clear for all of you, right? This is the first step in the shortcut. Now the second step. Now you understood last 5 parts and profit 6 parts. For your understanding, I am writing here last 5 parts, profit 6 parts. Now let's start with the cost price. Observe one thing, students, here. In this one, 2 cases are there, selling at 950, selling at 1060. But in both the cases, cost price was same, isn't it? For that reason, I am taking the same cost price, one cost price only. Now on the right side, I keep the profit, and on the left side, I keep the loss. For profit, when he sold it for 1060, this is selling price. 1060, he got profit. When it was sold for 950, he got loss. Okay. According to the fraction, according to the 20%, after converting that one into the fraction, fractional value is 1 by 5. 5 parts refer loss, 6 parts refer profit. Isn't it? Now I'm taking the loss here. Loss is 5 parts, so minus 5 I'm writing, minus 5. Okay, so loss is minus 5 I'm writing. Okay, now here it is minus 5. Now profit plus 6 parts. Hope this is clear for all of you. Alright, now the shortcut, the third step of the shortcut. First step is to determine the parts using the percentage, profit or loss, whatever it may be. The second step is depicting the values like this, taking cost price as the common one. Then the last step is take the difference between these two and the difference between these two. Okay, what's the difference between these two? Minus 5 plus 6. The difference, minus 5 plus 6 means minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't it? On the number line if you keep. Whenever one minus value is the negative value, one plus value, what's the difference between these two means? These 5 plus these 6. Total 11 parts is the difference. Where is the difference between 1060 and 950? 1060 minus 950. That means if you add 950, 50 plus 950 is 1000, and that's 60. 50 plus 60, 110. Then the difference is 110. Now you got the idea? This is the final step of the shortcut. Now you apply the unitary method. How to apply the unitary method? Simply you can interpret this one like this. 11 parts is equal to 110 in the whole transaction. 11 parts is equal to 110. Either you can find out the loss or profit, whatever it may be. I'll go for the profit. Then 6 parts is how much? Now simply you can say 11 how many times? 10 times. Then 6 into 10 times 60. Now the 60 is the net profit. I'm finding out the cost price with the help of the shortcut. Of course, you can use algebra also. Without using algebra, to do that one within the seconds, this shortcut is helpful for you. Now simply profit is 60. Selling price minus profit will give me the cost price. Selling price minus profit will give me the cost price. Now 1060 minus 60, here cost price is 1060 minus 60, 1000 is the cost price. Now my question is, at what price the article must be sold to get 20% on the cost price? Now here 1000 is the cost price, profit percent is 20%. What is the selling price? Blindly you can say that one. What is there? Selling price is into into, have you can you recollect the shortcut? Simple. I need to get 20% profit. 20% means 1 by 5. In this 1 by 5, how to interpret this 1 by 5? 5 parts represent the cost price. This one part is profit. Then 5 plus 1, 6 parts selling price. Isn't it? Now here this 1000 must be multiplied by 6 by 5. Simple. Okay, 6 by 5 is nothing but 120%. 100% is cost price plus 20%. 120% of the cost price will give you the selling price, isn't it? Now clearly this is 1000 into 6 by 5. This is 200. My answer is 1200 is the selling price. That's all. How simply we got this one. No need of any algebra, students, but one thing is very important. Total 3 steps are there. I just quickly recap those 3. First one is percentage, convert that one into fraction. Here it is 1 by 5. That means 5 is loss. Plus 1, 6 is profit. I have depicted this one here. Cost price same. Here 6 is profit, 5 is loss. And I have applied the unitary method to get the cost price. From there I found out the selling price. Isn't it clear for all of you? This is the way, students. If you apply this type of shortcuts, you can do the questions within seconds. I have discussed hundreds of shortcuts like this in our regular course. Okay, right. Now, I told you in the beginning of the class, I even show you the algebra method also. Algebra method is for you and this shortcut is for the examiner. Algebra method means without taking much time, I just show you the equation to find out the cost price. You can easily solve the equation and find out the cost price, right? So what's the equation here? Hope this is clear for all of you, right? I'm just taking this one out. As far as algebra is concerned, you go like this. Take the cost price as X. Simple. This method is for you to keep it in the mind. In case you forget the shortcut, of course, you can apply this one. Okay. So now here, when you take cost price as X, according to the given question, profit earned by selling an article for 1060 is 20% more than the loss incurred when it is sold for 950. Now here, all of us know selling price minus cost price is profit. Then cost price minus selling price is loss. All right, I'm going to apply the same thing here. Here the selling price is 1060 minus cost price is X. That should be equal to, this is nothing but profit now. So this is selling price minus cost price is profit. This profit is equal to 20% more than the loss. That means 120% of loss, isn't it? This profit is equal to 120% of the loss because profit is 20% more than the loss. That means 120% of the loss. Now I'm going to convert this one to the like terms. What is this? Here selling price minus cost price is profit is equal to 120%. 120% is nothing but 6 by 5. Okay, into loss. Here loss is cost price minus selling price, X minus 950. That's all. X minus 950. Now solve this equation. You will get X is equal to 1000. Just solve this one without wasting the time. Simply you go for the cross multiplication and very easily you can solve it. Hope this is clear. My suggestion is to keep this one in the mind as the final solution for you, but shortcut is very important for you for this type of questions. Now you need to do the next question. You need to do the, I'm just taking this one out, do the next question applying the shortcut. You just try to apply the shortcut directly for the next question, students. Here the second question, go for the second one. See the second question, right? Now how they have given profit earned by selling an article for 880 is 37.5% more than the loss incurred by selling the same article for 500. At what price should the article be sold to earn same 20% profit? Try to find out the cost price with the help of the shortcut. How is that one, students? Simply, this is cost price. On the right side, I'm taking the profit, here the selling price, now here it is loss, and of course here the selling price. But before that one, I need to convert the given percentage. 37.5%. 37.5. You must by heart some of the percentages. 37.5% is nothing but 3 by 8. Isn't it? Here, these 8 parts refer the loss. 8 plus 3, 11 parts refer the profit. Isn't it? Because this is 37.5% more than the loss. More than the loss. So in the basic percentages, we learnt that one. So clearly here, minus 8 loss plus 11 profit. Done. Now just go for the equalization, the difference between these two. And here the selling price is 880 and here the selling price is 500. Then the difference between these two as well. So clearly this is difference 11 plus 8, 19 is the difference. 880 minus 500, that is 380 is the difference. Now very simply unitary method, 19 parts is equal to 380. Now either loss or profit, whatever it may be, whichever you want you can take. If you take profit here, selling price minus profit is cost price. If you take loss here, then is selling price plus loss is equal to cost price. That's up to you. I'm going for that one. 11 parts is how much? This is 1920 times and here 1120 times. This is 220 is the profit. Now I'm keeping this profit here 220. Now 880 minus 220, that is 600, and this is 80 minus 20, 60. 660. 660 is the cost price. Now I need to find out what is the profit, if the what is the selling price if the profit is 20%. To get the selling price, I need to sell that one by taking this 20% over and above the cost price. In that case, simply 660 into 20% is nothing but 1 by 5. 1 by 5 means 5 plus 1, 6. 6 by 5 into 6 by 5. You'll directly get the selling price. Now this is 5 1 times, right? 5 3 times, then 5 2 times. My answer is 132 into 6. So this is 6 into 100. 600 plus 180, 780 plus 12, 792. My answer is 792. This is the answer. This is how exactly you need to go for the question. Hope this is clear for all of you, isn't it? How simply we can do this one by applying the shortcut. Now, you apply the same shortcut for the next question, students. Next question is a classic question where it has been asked in many competitive exams directly. But nowadays, they are not giving direct questions, but that logic can be used to solve many questions. For that question, I am going to give you one more technique. Of course, with this shortcut, you can solve it. But again, one more technique, one more the simplest method also I can give you for the next question. That is the third one. Just go for the third question here. Take the third one quickly. You try to do this one. First, you do it by yourself. Then after that, I'll explain you with the same shortcut, and I'm going to give you another simple shortcut also for this question. What exactly they have given? First, you take that. What is that? They have given the percentage profit earned by selling an article for 1920 is equal to the percentage loss incurred by selling the same article for 1280. Then at what price the article must be sold to get the profit of 25%. Here also, first try to find out the cost price. Once we find out the cost price, easily you can find out the selling price by applying this 25 profit or 25% of profit here. Now, how to find out the cost price? First, we will do this one with the same technique, same shortcut I've given you just now. But still simpler method is for that one. We will discover that also. But before that, let's apply the same shortcut. But how to apply the shortcut here, students? They have not given any percentages here or any other clue. Simply what they are saying, it is being sold at one price. Okay, then some loss was there. Then it is being sold at some other price. Some profit was there. This loss and profit both are equal. In that case, what is the what is the cost price we need to find out first. Simple way. First, let's do it with the shortcut. Then after that, as I have promised you now, I'll give you one more simple method. Okay. Now here, according to this one, same thing, students, take cost price as common, because in both the cases cost price is same. Then this side profit and selling price, this side loss and selling price. What is that? The percentage profit earned by selling an article for 1920. When you sold it for 1920, there was a profit. The loss incurred by selling the same at 1280. If you sell that one at 1280, you get the loss. But they have not given any percentage, but they have given a fantastic clue. In both the cases, profit and loss are same. When they have given profit and loss are same, you must take the same number. For example, here profit is one part, loss must be one part. That's it. It does not mean that you have to take one only. For quicker calculation, I have taken one. Even you can take 2, 3, 4, 5,000 also. Here if you take 2, profit is 2 parts, then loss must be 2 parts. 2 parts again. Here again this is 2 and this is 1. You shouldn't take in that way. So profit is 3 parts. Loss must also be 3 parts. Remember this one. Now do the same thing here. First, what's the difference between these two? 2. Again, the difference between these two. 1920 minus 1280. 1280 plus 20 is 1300. 1300 plus 600 is 1900. 620 plus that 20. 640 is the difference. 640. Now here 2 parts is equal to 640. Then 1 part is equal to 320. 1 part. This is 1 part. Right? 2 parts is equal to 640. 1 part is equal to 320. Here the profit is 320. Now you got the idea. Now 1920 minus 320. So 1920 minus 320 means how much is that one? 600. Isn't it 600? Yes. Sorry, 1600. I'm sorry. This is 1600. So here cost price is 1600. Okay. Even you can find out from here also. Here this is 1 part is 320. Now 1280 plus 320. 1200 plus 300, 1500. 80 plus 20 is 600. So total it is 1600 is the cost price. Now on this 1600, you must get a 25% profit. So 25% means 1 by 4. You know that one. So to get over and above cost price, 25% means that is 4 plus 1, 5 into 5 by 4. Isn't it? All of you got this step because this is basic of the percentages. Or else you understand in this way. I write here cost price is 1600. Cost price is nothing but 100%. 100% is equal to 1600. I should get 25% more. That means 125% is what? That means 125 by 100 into 1600. 125, 25, 5, 25, 4, 5 by 4. Same 5 by 4 I have taken here. Always remember this one. 1 by 4 is the profit. That means this is the cost price. This is the profit. 4 plus 1, 5 is the selling price. So you have to multiply that one with the 5 by 4. Now go for this one. This is 4 times 400. 4 5s are 20. My answer is 2000 is the cost price. Hope this is clear for all of you. How simple, easily you can do. But students, here my straight question to you. Just pause the video and try to understand this given information properly. Is it required to do this shortcut? Of course, this shortcut is a fantastic one. But for this question, still simpler way. By seeing that one, you can tell what is the cost price. How you tell me? Simple, students. Here they sold it at one price. Think logically. Always think logically. Sold it for one selling price. Got some loss. Sold it for some other selling price. Less than this one. More than this one. Because first we have taken loss. Now sold at one price. Got loss. Sold at a little more price. Then they got the profit. Profit and loss both are equal. What do you mean by profit and loss both are equal? When profit and loss both are equal, these both selling price, when you add these both selling price, that should be equal to 2 times cost price. Yes or no? That should be equal to 2 times cost price. Think logically. Sold at one price, got some loss. Sold at other price, got some profit. Here loss, there profit. But in both the cases, profit and loss both are equal. That means if you add up these two selling price, that must be equal to 2 times the cost price. Yes or no? For that reason, simply you can say like this. Simply you can say like this. Whenever the profit and loss both are equal, in one case, in that case, cost price is nothing but these two selling price 1 plus selling price 2 divided by 2. Average of these two. Isn't it? How is it possible? For example, let us take in this way. Cost price of one article is 100. You sold it for 120 in one case. Now you got the profit of 20 rupees here. Now the cost price is same. In another case, you sold this one for 80 rupees. Now you got the loss of 20 rupees. Yes or no? Now profit in one case 20, loss in the other case 20. Both are equal. When both are equal, students, if you add up these two cost price, that is equal to 200. When you add up these two selling price, 120 plus 80, that's also equal to 2 times here. That means cost price is equal to addition of both selling price divided by 2 or average of both the selling price. You can take that one as cost price. Now we got the idea? Right. Now in this is applicable for any question. Suppose loss is profit is double the loss. Even in that case also you can do the same thing. Okay. All right. Now go for this one. So here in the given question, this is 1920 plus 1280 divided by 2. You'll get the same thing here. You'll get this is 1900 and 1000, 2900, and this is 3000, this is 200 and 3200. This is 1900 to 1900 plus 1000, 2900, 2900 plus 200. So 3100, then 80 and 20, 100, 3200 divided by 2, that is equal to 1600. In both the cases, that is the same. Hope this is clear for all of you. Yes or no? Right. Now go for the next question. Now you need to do the fourth question by yourself. This is for you. You must do this question, students. You must do this one. Take a little time and try to do it by yourself. The fourth one. How they have given? You use the same shortcut here. What is that? The profit earned by selling an article for 1220 is 3 times, right? 3 times of the loss incurred when the article is sold for 340. At what price the article must be sold to get a profit of 20%? Here also try to find out the cost price first. How to find out the cost price here? Simple. You use the same shortcut here. Take the cost price here. Cost price is common in both the cases, right? This side profit and the selling price here. This side loss and the selling price here. Simple. Here, students, the profit earned by selling the article for 1220 is 3 times of the loss incurred when the same article was sold for 340 rupees. Now you see, they have not given any percentage there, or they have not given that in both the cases profit and loss are same. In both the cases profit and loss are same, cost price is equal to average of both the selling price. We got one technique. If percentage is given, what is loss, what is profit, we can do. Alright, but here they have not given that one. Simply they have given one clue, the profit. 3 times of the loss incurred, the profit is equal to 3 times of the loss incurred in the previous case. In that case, we can take like this. If the loss was 1 part, then the profit must be 3 times of that one. That is 3 parts. Simple. Any number, whatever it may be, if you take 2 parts, 2 into 3, 6. If you take 3 parts as the loss, 3 into 3, 90 you have to take. 3 into 3, 9 you have to take. So here, 1 part is the loss. Into 3 times, 3 parts must be the profit. Now simply take the difference between these two. 3 plus 1 difference is 4. 1 is minus, 1 is plus. Difference is 4. Then take the difference between these two. Now it is 1220 minus 340. So how to take 1220 minus 340? Now first this 1200 minus 300 you do. 1200 minus 300 you do. What is 1200 minus 300? 1200 minus 300 is 900. Okay, in the speed math section I told you, when it is 1220 minus 340, 1200 minus 300, that is 900. From this 20 you need to deduct 40, but from 20 you cannot deduct 40. In that case, take the difference between 20 and 40. 20 and 40 difference is 20, but here 20 is less than 40. For that reason, this difference 20 must be deducted from this one. 900 minus 20. Here the cost price is difference is 880. Now we got the idea. In the speed math section I told you 1220 minus 340 means first you take this 1200. You take this 300. 1200 minus 300, 900. Now 20 minus 40. 20 is less than 40. For that reason, 40 minus 20, the difference you take that 20. Since 20 is less than 40, the result 20 must be deducted from this 900 to get 880. Now simply here 4 parts is equal to 880. Now you need to find out either 3 parts or 1 part. So far we have been doing with profit. Now let's do with loss because it is only 1 part. Then 1 part is equal to 220. Now this selling price is 340. Loss is 220. Then what is the cost price? Very simple. 340 plus this 220. 300 plus 200, that is 500. 540 plus 20, 560. Now here cost price is equal to 560. As simple as this one. When cost price is 560, then at what price the article must be sold to get 20% profit? You know this one, 20% is nothing but 1 by 5. Every time I am telling you, here this is cost price, this is profit, and selling is 6, and directly the fraction is 6 by 5. 560 into 6 by 5 you have to do. 5 ones, again 5 ones, 5 twos, 112 into 6. This is your final answer. 612 6 are 72. 672 is your answer. That's it. That's it. You have to do the questions in this way. Hope you understood this one. This is the way, students, how easily, with the help of one shortcut, doing it here or there, adding something or deducting something, we can go like this. This is one of the very important short techniques or short tricks or shortcuts in profit and loss chapter. I request all of you to share our videos with all your circle students so that other students may also be benefited. Thank you so much.